Okay, this video is how to unlock rooms in GameMaker 8.1. Now, what's going to happen here is when I click on room 2 or 3, it's going to pop up a message saying that the room is locked and you have to complete the first room pretty much for it to unlock the second and third room. So once you click the second room and complete it, 3 will be available. So click on it. Room is not yet unlocked yet. Room is not unlocked yet. So you have to go to room 1, finish that. Goes back after you complete destroying that one image. Then room 2 is available. Then now 3 is available. Now you're able to, and all the rooms are unlocked. So let me show you how I did this. Alright, so you have this question mark here for one thing that's in the room. You want to make sure that's called the OData, and it has to be visible, and make sure you set it to persistent. So persistent means that it'll be in all the rooms. So you just have to pop it down in one room first, and then check the persistent, and it'll be in all the rooms. You don't have to worry about placing them in each room. Just the first room, that's it. So you do the add event, create, then you go to your control tab and bring over a coded sheet, and you say global.level_unlock equals 1. So this will start, this is basically stating that your next room that you will be open and unlocked for you. Pretty much, it's pretty much going to unlock one room. That's what it's kind of saying. So it's going to unlock whatever room that you just completed in. So whether it was room 1 or room 2, the next one will be unlocked for you. So that would be room 3 or 2 or whatever. So that's the first code you put in there. And then in your O level system, you have the sprint object that you have all the images in that one sprint that animates quickly. And it does the same thing here in the object. It animates quickly. The first thing you do is you do a create in that event, go to control tab, bring over a coded sheet, and you say image_speed equals 0. And this will basically stop the animation from happening. It will stop on image 0. It won't animate anymore. So you need that code. You need that code in there first. The second code you need in here is this switch statement that's going to basically say, it's going to relabel the images you have on screen, because right now all the images are at 1. Okay? But once you put this code in here, it's going to reset the boxes to be in image 0, image 1, and image 2. So each one of those images has a number on it. First room is going to be 1, the second room 2, third room is 3. So it's going to basically, the GameMaker is going to rearrange those boxes with the correct corresponding room number on it. That's what's happening here. Alright. And also in each of these boxes, when you right click it, go to creation code, you're going to have this code in here that says the first box is going to be labeled 0, level 1, 0, or level equals 0. That's what this code is going to, that's how that switch statement is going to know what box to put in each room with this creation code. So in the second one, right click, it's going to be labeled level equals 1, and then the last box is going to be, I don't have, that should have a label on it. I didn't add it in there. Hold on, what happened here? Right click. Oh, it's already there. I don't know how it wasn't there for a second. So make sure you right click it, creation code, and that third box is going to be level equals 2. So that's how GameMaker knows what image to put in each room, in the first room, with using this. This is like an ID. It's called ID indicator. So without this code, then it would throw an error and GameMaker wouldn't know what box to put here for each one. So since all these boxes are labeled differently, level 2, level 1, level 0, the code's going to reset these boxes, so it'll be 1, 2, and 3. Then you have this object message statement that blinks quick. It says room is not unlocked yet. You have a variable here that's going to say image underscore speed. It's going to be 0.2. This will slow down the animation, so you don't need all that animation. You don't need a whole bunch of animation here. You just use this code here and it'll slow down the animation so it blinks slower. Then do a coded cheat, control tab. You're going to say instance underscore deactivate object message. So it's after 30 milliseconds, it's going to, well, actually at the beginning, the message is going to be deactivated because you haven't clicked on it. You haven't clicked on room 2 or 3 yet. Once you click on them, then it will show it for 30 seconds. Yeah, so after you have an alarm in here, in the main 2 tab, after 30 seconds, it's going to be deactivated. So this is after you click on it. So after you click on it, it's going to be deactivated. It's only going to show it for 30 seconds, milliseconds, and then it's going to be deactivated. You don't want to say destroy because then it won't come back. You want to make sure you say deactivate. Yeah, so when you click on the box, it's going to reveal. When you click on the box, it's going to trying to think why it's not showing that message. Well, let me go to the next thing here. I'll skip that for a second. Object collect. This is when you collect an image, it's going to destroy, set it to other. So these are the objects you collect in the room, and you destroy others so it doesn't destroy all of them. You want to say set to other. So in room 1, you don't, well, I do have this collect thing. Okay, so when you collect, this thing's not really needed. I talked about this in GameMaker Studios because you only have the one image here, but I'll talk about it here. So basically you have this image that's not visible. You do a step event, and then in your control tab you bring over a test instance count. You want to say object underscore collect. That's the image that you're collecting. When all the images are 0, nothing's else in the room, and it's equal to, then it's going to jump to room 0, and it's going to basically, this code's going to unlock the next room. So whatever room you completed, it's going to unlock the next room. So whether it be 2 or 3 or what room 2 or 3, it's going to unlock the next room for you. That's what this code's doing here. And it's going to jump back to room 0, which is where all the rooms are at. Then room 2, same thing's going to happen here. You got this image here that's not visible. And same thing applies when you collect everything in the room and nothing's left to collect, and it's at 0 and it's equal to, it's going to throw this code up where it's going to unlock the next room, and it's going to go to the room, it's going to go room 0. And you could do a transition effect here if you wanted to use a fade effect or a push or blend or whatever you want to do. You can't do this in GameMaker Studios unless you put some code in there, but with GameMaker 8.1 you can do that. So I'm just going to have to jump back into the room 0 with no transition, fade or anything, but you can do these effects here if you wanted to. Like I said, Studios, they took it out, but you have to, if you want to do a fade, you have to do some kind of code to make that happen. And I already talked about the fade in my previous videos. But anyways, and the same thing happens with room 3. Doesn't matter which one you collect here. Doesn't matter where you collect, whatever image you collect. It doesn't matter whatever, it doesn't matter what image you collect first or last. It's going to, whatever's when there's nothing else in the room, and then it'll jump to the next room. That's what this thing's talking about, this test instant count. So it doesn't matter which one you pick up first or last. After 0, nothing's else in the room. It's going to go to room 0, and it's going to unlock the next room. Yeah, here's that left press thing I was talking about. So O-level system, which is these images right here. When you left click on the mouse, it's going to do this switch statement here, and it's going to do instant activate object image, which is the object message I was talking about. If you didn't want to do a custom message, you could grade this out right here and activate this show message. This is the GameMaker standard text that pops up. It's a white box with some text on it. I don't like that because it's not customizable, so I went ahead and just graded that out and then made this available. So once you click on room 2 or 3 and you haven't completed it or even gone into it yet, it's going to throw this image message, which is that room is not unlocked yet image. So like I said, if you want to use the GameMaker message, just grade this information out here and make sure that this is not green and grade it in and use this instead. So let's check in to see if you have completed the rooms. That's what it's saying here, pretty much. And you haven't completed the rooms, it's going to throw that message. And the second code is it's going to activate that message and show the message for 30 seconds, and it's going to be deactivated. So when you first start the game, the message is deactivated because you haven't clicked on anything yet. Once you click on the room box, room 2 or 3, it's going to throw this message, it's going to activate it, saying you haven't completed it yet. But if you have completed it, it won't show the message. After 30 seconds, it's going to be deactivated. And that's pretty much it. That's how you do this. Thanks for watching.